Commencing search. An orphan. Caution advised. Something is here. Such is our call.
Area is highly unusual. They become exceptionally aggressive.
It is highly recommended to proceed with caution.
They seem to act more consistently, in coordination.
Destroying the nest is now a priority.
The predecessor, ND3500, reached. Accessing predecessor's travel log.
I have encountered an unprecedented orphan. It was in a state of suppressed recomposition.
The behavior pattern of the orphans.
Focused. Stay cautious.
Such is our calling.
Around. Traveler.
Focus your attention. What do you see?
Giant. Sleeping.
Again.
Animals. Fighting.
Cronos: The New Dawn is an upcoming third-person survival horror game developed and self-published by Bloober Team, slated for release in fall 2025 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC via Steam and Epic Games Store. Developed using Unreal Engine 5, the game blends psychological horror, time travel-driven storytelling, and body horror into a bleak, atmospheric experience spanning two divergent timelines, one set in a devastated dystopian future, and the other in a distorted vision of 1980s Poland, particularly the haunting, brutalist cityscape of Nowa Huta. Players take on the role of the Traveler, an operative from an enigmatic organization sent across fractured timelines to extract key individuals whose survival or disappearance may determine the outcome of an apocalyptic phenomenon known only as the Change. This temporal anomaly is slowly unraveling reality, and the Traveler must navigate unstable worlds filled with shifting architecture, time-anchored logic puzzles, and devastating emotional consequences. Combat centers around deliberate, high-stakes engagements. Players will face off against nightmarish enemies known as orphans, grotesque, malformed beings that exhibit hive-like behavior and terrifying adaptability. If fallen foes are not incinerated with fire-based weapons or explosives, they may reanimate or even merge with surrounding corpses, creating more powerful hybrid creatures mid-battle. This mechanic forces players to balance aggression with crowd control, prioritizing arena awareness, spatial positioning, and ammo conservation. The game supports a diverse arsenal that includes jury-rigged firearms, melee implements scavenged from environments, and tactical tools used to manipulate time, light, and fire. The Traveler can shift between future and past versions of key locations using rift beacons, unlocking new paths and alternate timelines, each with their own environmental storytelling and mutated threats. Gameplay encourages players to backtrack strategically, similar to Metroidvania-style design, with new equipment and information in one era unlocking secret areas or alternate fates in another. Certain choices and dialogue branches echo across timelines, subtly altering character behavior and enemy evolution, and ultimately shaping the game's multiple endings. The aesthetics of Cronos: The New Dawn are rooted in a Cold War-era Eastern European atmosphere, characterized by decaying brutalist monoliths, flickering neon signage, retro tech, and oppressive soundscapes. Bloober Team's signature use of audio manipulation, layered whispers, reversed dialogues, and tension-driven dynamic scores enhances the psychological dread, while the sound design mimics analog distortion and radio interference to blur the lines between the technological and the supernatural. Now you can enjoy the screenshots without any interruption. Enjoy.